أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
This was one. I told you I'll give you two. There is a Sahabi, Abu Darda. Abu Dar al-Ghafari. Abu Dar al-Ghafari, radiallahu anhu, is from the tribe of Ghafar, Banu Ghafar. Banu Ghafar were I'm going to use modern terms because I'm translating. They were a gangster tribe. The main source of income was they would rob people. That was their main. Not everybody from the tribe, like Abu Dar radiyan didn't. He wasn't with it. But that was their main occupation. They were bandits. And they were on the trade route between Mecca and Sham. When the caravans would go, not just of the people of Quraysh and others, they would raid the caravans and they would rob them, or they would tax them. They would tell them, give us a little bit, we'll let you go, otherwise we'll take everything. They were tough. They were feared. They would give the Quraysh a pass. Why? Because they wanted to come to Mecca and worship their idols and things like this, and they had idols, and so they were. And the Quraysh were kind of like a holy people to them because they would take care of the idols, and so he would give them a pass, but everybody else would get taxed. They would get robbed. But Abu Dar Ghaffari radiyanhu, he knew this wasn't right. He looked at the sky, he looked at the night, he looked at the desert, he looked at the environment, and he said, this couldn't be created by idols. There has to be a creator. So in his heart, he wanted to know the truth. When he heard of a man named Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam, calling towards Tawheed, calling towards one Allah, saying that you shouldn't worship idols, he was interested. So he sent his brother to Mecca to find out. His brother went and he spoke to different people. He spoke to some people that were Muslim, who praised the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam. He spoke to some people that weren't Muslim but still praised the Prophet ﷺ. He spoke to people that were mushrikeen and enemies of the Prophet ﷺ. They made up lies against the Prophet ﷺ. So he came back and he told his brother, he said, some people say good, some people say bad. He said, Wallah, he didn't benefit me any. Sometimes you go to these seminars and you ask a question like, what's the hukam on this? And they say, well, there is this opinion and this opinion and this imam said this and this sheikh this, and then they just move forward. So what am I supposed to do? Where's the answer? Well, they're all good. We can't all be right. There's contrary opinions. So when he brought this news back, Abu Dhal Ghaffari radiallahu anhu said, I'm going to go find out myself. Now this is where you want to pay attention. What is the way of the Salaf al-Salihin in da'wah? When he got to Mecca, he met Ali ibn Abi Talib radiallahu. And Ali ibn Abi Talib radiallahu did not ask him, what manhaj are you on? What are you up to? Where do you fall on this issue? Where are you on politics? Ali radiallahu said, he's a guest. Khalas, let's keep him. He hosted him, brought food for him. Didn't ask him, why are you here? This is something we have lost in our ummah. One of the scholars, he said something interesting. I'm not saying this is my opinion, I'm just saying he said one of the first innovations that we saw in practice for guests is having hotels. He said, because in the ummah before there was no such thing. If you go to the early places, and this is having to do with diyafa, like treating guests and things, right? In the old days in Mecca and Medina, the people of Mecca and Medina would feel honored to host Hujjaj. They would think it to be an honor. And when the ummah grew, it's not like when the people of Mecca couldn't handle the volume, it's not like they were like, okay, khalas, start paying us. No. What they did is they would build houses for the people, they would be empty. I saw one of these for the people of Hyderabad. The Nazim or the king or prince, or whatever you want to say, of Hyderabad had built this house. It's still a historic site, and it was on the way. So when the people would come from India, from Hyderabad, to do Hajj or Umrah, they could stay there for free. And they would have these houses all the way. And they would have like for the people of Yemen, this and this. And anybody could go there. And then the local people, they would bring food and they would realize that this is a sharf, this is an honor. And Allah would bless them for it. And now it's like, how much can I charge you for how much? So Ali radiallahu, he hosted him without even asking, why are you here? Now Abu Dharr al-Ghafari realized that he couldn't just go to the Prophet straight, because the Quraysh, they would keep this spy circle around. If they saw somebody sitting with them, then immediately there would be problems. So he was trying to find a way to meet the Prophet ﷺ and to do it in a way that's safe. Because if you ask somebody, take me to Muhammad ﷺ, if they're enemies, then they would react badly. After 3 days, Ali radiyan told him, look, you're my guest. You can still say if you want. It looks like you're looking for something you're not finding. And look how Allah made him come to Ali ibn Abi Talib. Told him, if you tell me, maybe I can help you. Like, it doesn't matter to me, but maybe I can help you. So he told him, I'll tell you something secret, and you keep it as a secret, which is that I heard about this man named Muhammad ﷺ, and I want to meet him. Ali radiyan told him, no problem. You came to the right person. I'll take you to him. But he said, I'll take you, but when I walk, don't walk with me. If they see you walking with me, they might realize, and then they might harm you. So you walk, and if you see any of the mushrikeen of Quraysh coming, I will sit down, or I will move aside, and you just keep going. And then I'll catch up with you. So they don't realize you're going with me. So like this, they went to the Prophet ﷺ. The Prophet ﷺ gave him da'wah. Now you look at this, Ali radiyan, he didn't say, I have a da'wah organization, and because we have funding, we're going to put you up. No. He spent his own money. He spent his own time. He put his life at risk. Right? Now here, Abu Darda al-Ghafari, radiallahu anhu, he goes with Ali ibn Abi Talib, radiallahu anhu, and they go to the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam. And he's given the da'wah.
مع الذين أنعم الله عليهم من النبيين والصديقين والشهداء والصالحين وحسن أولئك رفيقا.